Welcome my dear viewers. This game is played between Viswanathan Anand and Volodar Murzin, whose ELO rating is 2656 and the opening is Caro-Kann Defense. Anand's ELO rating is 2721. Let us go into the game. Anand opens with e4. e4 is a book move. It's the best move according to Bobby Fischer. c5 is also a book move, attacking the center. d4. d4 controls e5 and c5. d5. d5 indicates the Caro-Kann defense. Anand played e into d5. Instead of e into d5, e5 can be played, and after that bishop f4 will support, and also knight f3 will also support that. That will give you a very strong game for white. Anand played, instead of allowing the center pawns, he just chopped it off. c into d5. c into d5 is also a book move. Bishop d3 is also a book move, but according to Bobby Fischer, bishop e2 is best. Knight f6. Knight f6 is also a book move, developing the knight and supports the d5 pawn. c3. c3 gives a very strong pawn chain, but somewhat hinders the development of the knight on b1. Bishop g4. Bishop g4 straight away attacks the queen. Knight e2. Knight is inserted. Better is queen b3 as indicated. e6 is a excellent move. It paves way for the development of the bishop, after which castle on the king side. h3. h3 is to decide whether the bishop goes away or get exchanged for the weak knight. Bishop h5. Bishop moves away, and Murzin doesn't like to give the bishop for the weak knight. Queen b3. Queen b3 is a very good move. About this we already told. Queen c8. Queen c8 is a very good move, supporting the e7 pawn, as well as have an eye on e6. Knight f6. Anand decides to exchange the knight for the strong bishop. Bishop g6. Knight into g6. Knight into g6 is a bishop is much stronger than h into g6. Bishop f4. Apart from developing the bishop, it holds the very strong diagonal, and this bishop can support the king side. Knight c6. Knight c6 is a very good move. Knight d2. Knight d2. Knight after that knight f will give you a very good game for white. Knight h5. Bishop h2. Bishop h2 is a very good move. It has got the support and controls the whole diagonal. g5. Knight f3. Knight f3 is a very good move, as foretold. Knight f4. Knight f4 is a excellent move, and Anand cannot allow the knight in his throat. So bishop into f4. g into f4. Anand castles. Bishop d6. Bishop d6 is a excellent move, supporting the lonely pawn. c4. c4 is a good move. If black didn't exchange the pawn, pawn will be pushed to c5 and it drives away the bishop. But Murzin didn't allow that. d into c4. Bishop into c4. Murzin castles. Rook a c1. Knight a5. Knight a5 is an excellent move, forking the queen and bishop. Queen b3. Queen d8. Queen d8 is a dubious move, but it is always better to move from the indirect attack of the rook. because no one knows when the lightning will strike. Bishop b5. Bishop b5 is a very good move. Even after a6, the bishop can move to a4 and controls that diagonal. a6, bishop a4, b5. b5 is a mere waste because everyone knows that the bishop will move away. Bishop c2. Bishop c2 is a excellent move. Gives immediate mate threat. g6, h4. h4 is a good move. Already the king side is weak for black. Knight c6. Knight c6 is a very good move. That knight on the rim is knight in the dust. Bishop b3. Bishop b3 is a dubious move. There is no scope there because of these pawns. Knight f5. Knight f5 is a dubious move because from there the knight cannot move to any other places in its kingdom. h5. h5 is a very good move. Break opening the king. G into h5. G into h5 is a dubious move. d5. d5 is excellent. Now black has to either exchange the pawn or move. Both were weak for black. Yes, d5 is a very good move. Now we cannot exchange the pawns because of the knight will be hanging. Bishop b4. Bishop b4 is a very good move. Since now Anand has to attend the rook. Rook e d1. Knight g7. So from the dangerous place, the knight is moved to g7 and protects the king. D into e6. F into e6. Instead of that, queen into queen is better. Queen e4. Queen e7. Queen e7 is a very good move because it supports the bishop and defends the king, and also now the rooks can see each other and support in the attack or defense. Knight e5. Knight e5 is eyeing on e6, forking rook and queen. Bishop c5. Knight g6. Murzin, a strong grandmaster, overlooked this. Queen g5. Knight into f8. Rook into f8. Bishop into e6. Bishop into e6, check. King h8. King h8 is a very good move. Hiding place for the king. Now there is no chance for check. Rook d5. Rook d5 is a excellent move. It attacks both bishop and queen. Bishop into f2. Check. King into f2. King g3 check. King g1. f3. Bishop h3. Bishop comes to the defense of the king. f2. f2 is a very good move. Now the king has to move to f1. King f1. Queen h2 as we told. King e2. Rook e8. Rook e8 is a great move, pinning the queen with the king, but the rook is there. Let us see what Anand plays. Anand finds a totally different way, totally unexpected and totally different way to save the queen. That is why he is a great grandmaster. Rook c8. Rook into c8. Bishop into c8. Now the cloud is clear. Queen c7. Queen d4. Now he cannot take the bishop also. Queen c2 check. King f1. King f7. Queen d3 check. Now he has to take the queen, and with the rook and bishop, it is easy win for grandmaster like Viswanathan Anand. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Please subscribe so that you can see many more beautiful games of these world champions. Thanks for watching once again.